welcome to another Golden West broadcast production. I'm Danny Hogger, and in a moment I'll introduce you to our broadcast team of John McNichols and Michael Jenkin. We're here for an exciting afternoon of football action, and it is the Golden West Rustlers taking on the Southwestern Jaguars. For more on this game, let's go up to the booth. Here's John McNichols and Michael Jenkin.
Thanks, Danny. Well, we're getting ready for the kickoff. Golden West won the coin toss and deferred to Southwestern. Southwestern will receive at the north end of the field, looking more or less directly into the sun. This is a very important contest for both squads. The winner has a chance to move up in the Southern California rankings with the potential for getting into a bowl game. Currently, Golden West is rated 18th. The top 12 teams go. Southwestern is rated just out of the top 20. Point-wise, they're within about 5 points of moving up. The winner today will move up in the rankings. With me today in the booth is Michael Jenkin, and we will be doing play-by-play and color, and here we go. Down to the 20-yard line. Picked up and tackled after a very short gain out of bounds. Southwestern, first possession, takes over at about the 22-yard line, coming out, first possession.
You know, John, Southwestern has a really balanced offensive attack. They rush the ball and pass the ball about the same amount, about 180 yards per game. What does Golden West need to do to get out there and slow down this offensive attack from Southwestern?
Well, Coach Mitchell's defensive club is usually pretty solid, although they gave up quite a few points last week to Riverside. These two teams on paper are pretty well balanced. A break somewhere along the line could make a difference, and here we go. Short gain. They're in the pistol or shotgun formation. I'm not sure what they call it, but the direct snap back to the tailback. Two lead blockers straight ahead for a very short gain. Brings up second down for Southwestern.
You know, it's a great start to the game for Golden West defense, just absolutely slamming Aaron Harris down at only a gain of 1. That's a good sign. Hopefully we can continue to pressure the front line, because last game against Riverside, they came out a little bit flat, Coach.
Well, and Southwest had a pretty long bus ride today, and early in the game their legs may not be quite under them.
With the play-action pass. Play-action pass incomplete there. They tried a little trickery. They tried to fake into the middle and then throw out to the slant route, Coach, but nothing doing for Southwestern there. Third and long now.
Well, the ball was overthrown a little bit, but there were Golden West defenders in the area. We have 3rd and 9. Long yardage situation, like you say. The left-handed quarterback for Southwestern faked the running play, stood up and threw the ball to the outside. Slightly overthrown. 3rd and 9.
Also, Marquise Deadweiler, who's the top pass catcher on this team. Harris the D-back, Nelson, left-handed.
Straight drop back this time. The end got inside.
Nelson rolling to his left, pass downfield, incomplete.
Well defended, well defended. That ball was thrown very well. It's a little bit high. The Golden West defender was right there. Brings up a 4th down. I did have a chance to speak with Coach Mitchell about a half an hour ago before the contest. He indicated that special teams would be a big factor today, and he did feel that Golden West had a slight advantage in the special teams. We start right now with our first punt.
Scott Bailey's back to receive the punt. Trey Ventura with the kick, a short kick.
Return was on.
Dangerous grab, he fumbles it.
Ball is down.
Oh, recovered by Southwestern. Early miscues. That was a dangerous ball to go after. And now Southwestern has a turnover early in the game, just past midfield, looking to drive and capitalize on the score.
And they've shortened the field considerably. The ball was a little high. Return man took a chance. If he catches it and clears that first defender, Golden West had a pretty good return set up, but the ball was on the ground. Southwestern recovered. 1st and 10. Ball is on the 47-yard line going in.
Coach Mitchell cannot be happy after just talking about special teams being an advantage for Golden West early on.
Yeah, they're 0-1. We're 0-1 right now. There's a draw. Well run.
Aaron Harris picking up 11 for the first down there. First big play of the game for anybody early on.
Golden West linebacker number 4-7 had him right at the line of scrimmage, was unable to make the stop. First down, Southwestern. They are moving the ball after the muffed punt. 13 minutes, 45 seconds in quarter number 1. Well played defensively.
Robin Johnson just got absolutely annihilated by Michael McGuire on that quick drop pass right there.
That's a one-man screen. They, in the old days, used to call that the jailhouse screen. The jailhouse door slammed shut on that one for a loss of 1. 2nd and 11, Southwestern. Quarterback throws the ball with a lot of zip.
Yeah, Brett Nelson definitely has a very strong and accurate arm so far. You can see much needed power in that arm.
Same set, a double slot, so they're balanced. The one rebound, they are in motion. And they run the option, and there's nobody on the quarterback.
Everybody went to Harris. Meanwhile,
Nelson looks like he got about 9 yards on that. That's going to bring up a 3rd and short right now.
A very well designed play. They ran motion back to the right side, then bellied the ball to the remaining running back, and there was nobody on the quarterback. That's a defensive breakdown. Somebody needs to be assigned to each of those running backs. Quarterback didn't look like he had great speed, but he certainly made 9 yards in a hurry.
Absolutely. That's a great way to combat the blitzing of Golden West linebackers. It's going to slow them down and make them think where they want to attack at.
Straight power play, first down and more.
Oh, fumble. Aaron Harris fumbles the ball. It looks like Golden West may have recovered it.
Well, the Rustlers are certainly calling it that way. Whoever's doing the bench pressing on the bottom gets the ball.
We'll see. There's no sign yet. We're waiting for it. Oh, Southwestern maintained control and has a first down. It looks like Aaron Harris found a way to get that ball back under his possession after losing it.
A lot of strange things happen on the bottom of those piles. The ball probably changes possession 3 or 4 times by the time they unstack all the bodies. First down, ball on the 21.
It's all about who can bench press stronger down in the bottom.
Absolutely.
Jaguars getting ready on first down again. Brett Nelson in shotgun right now.
3 receivers to the right side.
Takes the handoff, throws in deep.
Very well conceived.
That was a great play action pass. Unfortunately, Brett Nelson and his strong arm yet again overthrowing another receiver. Looked like he had him open in the end zone.
He was open, clear by 3 or 4 yards. It's the old stop and go. He faked to the stop. The defender bid on the fake, and then the receiver ran right by into the end zone. Ball was overthrown.
Receiver Robert Savoy is probably a little upset with his quarterback right now, but now we get into second down at the 21-yard line. Southwestern applying pressure, looking to get on the board first today.
Of Golden West. They hand it off.
Marcus Hernandez runs for about 2 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long. This is something Golden West is looking to do. Hopefully they can limit the damage off of the turnover right here. Shut down Southwestern, maybe hold them to 3 points is the best you could hope for right now, Coach.
At this point, I think Coach Mitchell would be pleased if that's all they gave up. It's interesting, twice they've gone into the standard I formation with a quarterback under center, and they've run that same power play over the right tackle with the fullback leading. They must have some fakes off of that where he comes up and throws the ball. Now they're in the spread. Double slot.
Nelson drops back, throwing end zone. He's got a receiver open, but overthrows him yet again.
And he's been open beyond that cornerback both times.
Jared Cohen this time has missed. Southwestern's got to be a little upset. Brett Nelson has 2 touchdowns. He pretty much overthrows with guys wide open. Speaking of missed opportunities right now, hopefully for Golden West they can capitalize, and who knows, stranger things have happened. This field goal is not a given.
No, it's about a 35-yarder, 37-yarder. He was kicking them warming up, but this is different when there's other people out there. Well kicked. And good.
Kick's good for Christian Iguchi. Nice 37-yarder. That's going to make the score 3-0 Southwestern Jaguars with 10:56 to go here in the first quarter. Golden West just has to move past that miscue and go run their offense now and really set the tone and show Southwestern that they're here to play today.
Well, and mistakes and penalties determine the outcome of an awful lot of football games. Golden West held 3 and out. Ball was punted. The ball was fumbled. Southwestern moves on down and kicks a field goal with 10 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in quarter number 1 here at beautiful, sunny LaBarge Stadium on a rather typical Southern California afternoon.
You know, Coach, like you're speaking about, this is a very important game. Golden West College needs to win out to get in the top 10, top 12 for the playoffs. But I think where it all lies for them is at the line. Last week they gave up 7 sacks and allowed too much pressure on the quarterback, and there's no way you're going to be successful with your quarterback getting sacked that many times in one game.
Yeah, you'd have to be playing a pretty weak team, and unfortunately Riverside is not weak. They're undefeated. Very strong program this year. Most years Riverside is not quite that good, but the quality of high school football out in the Redlands Riverside area has greatly improved, and they're getting some of those men at this time. Here we go.
Another
at the
muff
10 and picked
by
up.
Robert Savoy. Now he sees
a lot of times that muff sets up blocks. Hang on to the football.
Robert Savoy's going to take the ball down to the 44 of the Rustlers' own side. What a great return. Started off a little chaotic with yet another muff, but like you said, it set up room for block, and he just sprinted through the middle, getting all the way down to the 44-yard line. A great way to start offensively for the Golden West Rustlers.
And very often over the years I've seen a muffed kickoff that gets picked up right away. Gives the blockers a little more time to set their blocks, and it seems to work. You don't always get the long return, but we certainly did today, and the Rustlers start inside the 45-yard line, first down. Lead play, hang on to the ball.
Cody Johnson looks like he may have got 10 to 11. Looks like we might have a first down right there, Coach.
Well, and that's a good start for the Golden West offensive linemen after coming off of a bad week of blocking, or perhaps not blocking. They open up with an 11-yard gain, 12-yard gain on the first offensive play. Hopefully they will be able to keep the defenders out so that we can throw the ball as well. Slot right, offset eye, motion to the left.
Austin Dotson's going to make that catch for a small gain there.
Short gain, but enough for first down.
It's nice to see Golden West rolling out early, getting the ball out and play, quick, precise plays that are getting nice chunks of yards, especially when you start at the 44. You don't have that many yards to work with.
And quarterback Huizar is very mobile, been mobile all year, actually for 2 years. Gives himself some time to throw the ball. Trip set to the right.
Another quick pass.
One-man screen, keep running.
Oh, Cohen fumbles. Looks like Southwestern has recovered. It is yet another fumble for Golden West. Southwestern has recovered it. Jared Cohen with the fumble this time, Coach.
Well,
if you're a Rustlers fan, this is about as bad as a start you could have foreseen coming. Something in a game of this magnitude, you really need to lock it up and really bring yourselves back. Hopefully the defense can stand strong right now. I know they got to be a little bit tired being on the field so long early, but they have fresh legs. Hopefully they can get out there and get a quick stop.
Well, and there's no question that Southwestern is tackling the football. That's not an accident. You can see them pulling at the ball, which is perfectly legal. Everybody doesn't do it, but they have now recovered 2 fumbles.
Looks like we got a false start on Southwestern. Not the way you want to start your drive.
No, but they have a long field. They've got to go to the regular playbook. Nothing tricky. They're now 1st and 15. Southwest 1st and 15.
And if you're a Southwestern offensive player right now, you got to feel really comfortable being on the field so early on. You really start to get into a groove and wear on this defense for the Golden West Rustlers.
And I wouldn't be at all surprised to see him come back to this left side. They've beaten the right cornerback twice and just overthrown.
Yeah, send the
Where's
draw
the end?
play.
Come in.
Aaron Harris down the sideline. Aaron Harris with another big run. That's about a 15-yard gain for Aaron Harris, his second big rush of the day. They're doing a great job of putting people in motion, Coach, and really confusing this Golden West defense.
They motion away and then run the ball right back in the direction where the motion man left. and twice we've seen it open up a big hole. And number 5 shows the potential to break away, and Golden West will have nobody to catch him.
Yeah, Aaron Harris showing a great burst from the start of the ball, really quickly getting up yardage. Nelson completes a pass. Looks like he got about 6 to Robin Johnson, making his first catch of the day.
Well, and on paper, like we said earlier, these two teams are pretty even, but Southwest has come out and taken over control of this game to this point, thanks to 2 miscues on the part of the Rustlers. 2nd down and about 6.
And just like I spoke about earlier, you're seeing a definite balanced run-pass style offense going for Southwestern with the option play. Aaron Harris up the sideline.
Don't let him
breaks
get
the tackle.
going.
Get down. Another big gain for Aaron Harris. He is starting to chalk up the yards early on here for Southwestern, approaching the 50-yard mark early with only 8:36 left in the first quarter, Coach.
They better hope he gets tired, because right now Golden West doesn't have an answer for number 5.
It also doesn't help that Golden West defense has been on the field all game long with these miscues. They really need to tighten up right now and put a stand together to really keep this game in control and keep themselves within a safe distance early on. A draw play to Aaron Harris, who makes a nice cut coming up the sideline. Looks like Aaron Harris got a gain about 7 there, Coach.
He's seriously dangerous. He's a step away at this point from breaking. The Rustlers seem to be a little bit back on their heels. Southwest is running the offense the way they want to. Now, they have not done this in every game, but they have shown the ability to score points when they get off early.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Right now, they're in total control.
Southwestern's averaging just under 26 points a game. You can see it with the style offense they have. They can move the ball, Coach.
They throw it and run it very well, and he's got way too much time.
Pass caught over the middle at the 25-yard line.
Rashad Green catching his first catch of the day. Yet again, another first down. They are just moving the ball right now, Coach. It doesn't look like Golden West has any legs under them at the moment. A little bit on their heels, like you said. They really have to find a way right now. You don't want this game to get away from you early.
No, and they need a break, a turnover, something to keep Southwest from moving right down the field, and Southwest has shown the ability to do that, move right down the field.
They give it to him on the fly sweep. They've been setting that up all game. They finally give it to him. He gets outside.
That time they handed the ball to the motion man.
Johnson with a gain of about 3 yards. Really just trying to spread the Golden West defense out thin to the sidelines. As you see, they're working everything out and then trying to set up slants in now is what they're setting up for.
And Southwest has shown a very good balance of pass and run. They make you play honest defense. They're not going to concentrate on one or the other. They've run the ball well. They've thrown the ball well. Like we've said earlier, these two teams on paper are pretty balanced, pretty close.
Austin Harris gets slammed in the background. We also have a flag down, though. We do have a flag down.
And there is a fumble, but I think the whistle had already blown. Southwestern maintains control of the ball. There is a flag down.
Dupree Roberts-Jordan, who had just came in with a nice play there. And it's a holding on the offense.
Every little bit helps.
Right now, Golden West defense has decided whether or not they want to accept that penalty.
I think it'd be a good idea to get them back away from the goal line because Southwest has already shown that they can kick the field goal.
Absolutely, Coach.
From this distance, at least.
You got to move them away from the end zone. The further away, the better. Hope that your defense catches a breather right now. You know, Southwestern is stuck at the moment, taking the 10-yard penalty. Now we've
got another flag down, and it'll be interesting what they call. Nothing has happened. Coach Nick Mitchell has been known to walk out on the field and discuss things with officials when they don't go his way. Not sure what that flag was for because they put the ball right where they had marched it off.
Maybe just a lack of communication there, but now we have it. We have 2nd and 7 right here at the 31.
And not too many years ago, that holding penalty would have been 15. It's recently been cut down to 10. Perhaps one of those officials was playing in the old rule book.
Brett Nelson back to throw. Pressure. Looks like we got a sack. Golden West number 92, Edgar Esquita, with the first big defensive play for Golden West all day long. Perfect timing right after a penalty, Coach.
Yes, and it's also looked like Southwest was going to the end zone with a long pass. Quarterback held the ball a click too long, and he met the Golden West defenders.
This is ideal for Golden West right now. 3rd and 23 for Southwestern. This is an area where you probably look to get some yards, hoping to get back into field goal range if you're Southwestern.
Well, you don't try to get this much yardage in one play. You try to get half of it and then half of it.
They're running the
By
draw
running
play.
a
Aaron
draw,
Harris.
always a good play.
Dupree Johnson with another big hit. He may have gotten in late, Coach, but he has come in and made a significant impact early on.
And lost his helmet.
But he did slam Aaron Harris to the ground. It is bringing up 4th down. Looks like
Punt formation.
Southwestern will be punting the ball. It's a good choice.
At least lining up to punt. Very often we see fake punt runs. Community college football likes to fake the punt, but I believe he's going to pooch kick it high, try to get it inside the 20-yard line. Everything he gets inside the 20-yard line is a plus in this case.
Armando Salcido with the kick. Fair catch called for, but it's going to stay in. It's going to be down to about the 6-yard line where Golden West will take over. You got to take that as a win for Golden West right now. The defense holds them and does not give up any points, Coach. So this gives them a real opportunity to finally get out there and, barring yet another fumble or some kind of miscue, maybe get their offense started and get this game back under control.
And I'm sure that the Golden West offensive coaches have had a conversation with the running backs to protect that football. Southwestern has shown that they are willing to try to tackle it out of your hands. And this is a long field, 94 yards to pay dirt.
Golden West getting under center with 4:38 left in the first period.
Hang on to the football.
What a great run by Moananu. That is a big, strong back right there with a great pickup. Looks like he got about 17 yards there, Coach. Finally, the offense does something for Golden West and maintains control of the ball.
Yeah, he did have two hands. As soon as he got close to people, he grabbed two hands on the ball, lowered his shoulder, and drug people for about 7 yards after contact.
Still in there. They hand it off to him once again. Why not right at the gut? This time they try to go low.
Golden West looking like they're running some power football right now. Get the ball to the running back, slam into some bodies, and give us some yards.
Yes, and the offensive line has done a pretty good job so far on the running plays.
Yes, the key for Golden West's line we have to see is how well they're going to hold up when it comes to protecting the pass. We've only had one passing opportunity all game, so we haven't really had a chance to see what the line's going to do in those situations.
And Southwestern's using a standard four-man rush.
Mitchell didn't mention anything of it. Here's Moananu going off left guard this time.
Moananu is...
He just doesn't want to go down.
He looks like a man amongst boys right now. He has a big body, just slamming his way for yet again another first down.
Officials timeout. We have an injured player on the field. We won't call any numbers till we're sure who it is.
Number 25, Coach.
Southwestern player.
Trey Bickham. Trey Bickham, number 25 at Otay Ranch High School in Chula Vista.
Tony Marble, the linebackers, Nick Floyd, Tyrone Richardson, Troy Beckman.
Limps off the field, but they don't have to use a timeout. Sure the Southwest coaches appreciate that. And the result of the play was a first down for Golden West. 3 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in quarter number one. Rustlers on the move.
Cody Johnson now in the backfield for Golden West. Moananu taking a break at the moment. Johnson with the run up the middle. Very short gain, Coach, a yard, maybe two, more like one though. Going to bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Rustlers.
And number 9 for the Rustlers and number 4 for Southwestern, the split end and the cornerback. We're having an interesting discussion at the end of that play I saw at least one hand come out to the face mask, and I expected a flag, but fortunately it didn't fly because it would have been on Golden West.
We'll hope to capitalize on it. We've been shooting ourselves in the foot early, so this drive has been 100% run plays, Coach. Is this what Golden West came in here hoping to do, is just run the ball consistently on the Jaguars?
Well, if I didn't ask Coach Mitchell and he didn't tell me, and I'm not sure, but from what we've seen so far, it looks like they want to challenge those offensive linemen, and so far they've done their job. However, 3rd and long, 3rd and 7, the very important down.
Assuming there should be some kind of pass play on right now.
Caught the drag pattern underneath on number 2.
Andrew Williams, what a great design play there for Golden West. A little drop-off pass for Andrew Williams, who got out in the open and really just ran down the field, a pickup of 22. Now we're on the other side of the field, looking to threaten and score on the Southwestern Jaguars.
Yeah, the Golden West ran the 2 receivers on the left side deep, which cleared all the defenders out, and they drug number 2 clear across the set and hit him wide open for a good game.
Manuanu back again and slamming. He is a strong force, looking to get about 7 on that run, Coach. Manuanu running with some real passion today. He's got a great yards per carry average as well.
Very positive results when he's touched the ball.
Until it fails, you should just keep running the ball right now.
Absolutely. Run it till they stop it and then run something else.
This running attack really could set up a lot of play actions later on with such a success in the running game.
Well, and quarterback Weezar will be throwing the ball before this contest is over.
Manuanu again, pushing, like you said, Coach, he is not easily going down. He is fighting and scratching for every inch and yard that he's gotten today.
Now that was about a 2-yard gain, which is still positive yardage. Brings up a 3rd and short, 3rd and about 2. Right in the middle of the field, ball on the 32-yard line. Golden West in control.
You take away the turnover there early on. Golden West offense has not been stopped yet. It's just our turnovers have stopped us. So a great sign if you're the offensive coach for Golden West.
I'm sure they worked hard all week on blocking, and that time they stop it.
That looks like a huge stop, Coach. 4th down. This could be 4 down territory, though, Coach. You're the 32. It's kind of an in-between area. I see you. Looks like they're going to leave the offense out there to go for it.
Yes, it looks like it. Coach Mitchell has been known to run a trick play or 2 in his life. This looks like standard formation.
Oh, yeah, 4th and 4, Coach.
4th and 4 on the 34. It's expecting a lot of your offensive linemen and tells your defense you know that they can hold them. Spread formation. They're bringing linebackers.
And completed for 1st down to Austin Dotson. Inside the 20, going to be down at the 17-yard line. Huge play for Golden West. Way to go for a nice gutsy call early on. Really showing confidence in your offense that you can beat this team offensively if you feel like it.
And Southwestern brought both inside linebackers on that play, which for them they wanted to get to the quarterback, but it left that middle area wide open for the reception. Golden West makes the 1st down. Southwest calls a timeout.
Actually,
there is a timeout on the field. Oh, that's the end of the quarter.
End of the quarter, Coach.
Well, there is timeout because it's the end of the quarter.
We have at the end of 1, Southwestern Jaguars, 3 are Golden West Rustlers, 0. But we are threatening to score.
Teams are talking to.
And we saw a first quarter of play that featured a lot of action in the middle of the field, some hard hits by both teams. Neither one really able to emerge as of yet after 15 minutes. What we did see was good red zone defense by your Golden West Rustlers, keeping them out of the left corner of the end zone. They went there twice, unable to complete the pass. Rustlers having their most success when able to run the ball. Michael Pierre, as he has done all season, breaking tackles and moving through the defense. We'll see. The difference so far has been the turnovers. The Rustlers unable to recover any of the 3 fumbles, and that's been enough to get the field goal on the board for Southwestern. We'll see what happens in the second half. John?
Thank you, Danny. Good analysis. We move to the other end of the field. Golden West has a first down. The ball is on the 17-yard line. They have moved the ball quite well. Need to keep it going. Here we go.
We got Johnson running the ball right up the middle. Looks like we got a gain of about 4 yards there. Coach is going to bring up a 2nd and 6. This is the first time that Golden West is in the red zone. Let's see how their red zone offense plays out. Last week, even though they did lose, they were 1 for 1 in their red zone opportunities.
Second down, about 7. Golden West comes out in a slot to the left. This is very often they have a play action pass out of this formation.
Johnson running the ball yet again, right up the middle. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short.
He's a cut away from breaking that. The Southwest defense collapses to the inside. Ball gets broken to the outside for a good gain, brings up 3rd and about 2, it looks like.
And Coach, Golden West has brought Manawanu back, the big, strong, physical back. You could possibly see they're in the I form. Manawanu with the carry. He's got the first down and more. It's going to be a touchdown.
He's in. Beautiful run at a critical time. 9 yards into the end zone for the first score of the day for the Rustlers. That was well blocked at the line of scrimmage. The right tackle stood up after the play and patted himself on the chest, so I know he must have done a good job.
Absolutely. Great run protection today for Golden West offensive line. You can tell that they've greatly improved since last week. Great sign. Golden West looking to tuck on the extra point here. And we got it. It is good. It is 7-3 Rustlers with 13:51 in the second quarter. Now we're playing some football, Coach.
And that was an excellent drive. They threw the ball just enough to keep Southwestern honest, ran the ball for the most part. That's the offense that Coach Mitchell wanted. Perhaps Southwestern will forget about trying to tackle the ball now and try to concentrate on tackling the runner, which will make our life a little bit easier.
Absolutely, but good luck tackling Victor Manawanu. He has shown that he is a dominant physical back today, and looks like Southwestern's going to have their hands full with him all game long.
And the Golden West offensive line, quarter number 1, and about a minute into quarter number 2, has done a very good job. And that's what we needed to see out of them this week.
Absolutely, Coach. When you're in these must-win situations, everyone's got to bring their A game, and everyone's got to come out and produce for you. You have no other option.
Well, and Coach Mitchell indicated to me before the contest that they must win these next 3 games to be bowl eligible. Last year we were in a similar situation and missed by 1 position. 2 years ago we became bowl eligible for the first time in over 30 years and then beat a very talented Ventura team right here in Golden West's first bowl. It'd be nice to get back to a bowl this season.
Golden West kicking off now.
Just inside the 15-yard line.
Eugene Torres looking for a hole, but gets wrapped up by Golden West just past the 30. I see, looks like people are over the ball. Was it fumbled?
We're back into one of those on-the-ground situations.
And there was a fumble. Golden West recovers.
There is a late flag, and I'd say 2 players were pushing each other. It's going to depend on what the side judge saw last.
Coach, I got a feeling it's going to be excessive celebration on the guy that recovered the ball for Golden West. He did a little celebration. I saw the flag come right after it.
That could be, and to my eye, the side judge is indicating some kind of a punch. We'll see what the referee signals here. Golden West will have the ball. It's a question of who's the penalty on and where will the ball end up. Unsportsmanlike Golden West. So instead of being on the 30, it's going to be back out to just beyond the 45. That is a 15-yarder.
Coach Mitchell's going to have a little something to say to Keanu Asuwegu, who recovered the fumble, and just let him know that, keep the celebration to a minimum. It's still early in this game, and that's 15 yards we can't get back now. And instead of being already in field goal range, now we're near midfield.
And the situation we're in, Golden West was in earlier, where they couldn't get their defense off the field. Southwest defense just took a long drive and Golden West is right back on offense. Of course, the offensive players might be a little fatigued too.
Yes, that was a long drive.
They're bringing linebackers.
Oh, play action completely read. The pressure was brought in.
And every receiver was covered completely. That was very well played by Southwest.
That's a good sign there for Southwestern, really coming out, bringing pressure early and reading the play action, which Golden West has been setting up for quite a while now.
Yeah, that the coaches' handbooks tell you when you get a big turnover, go to the end zone, first play. Very often you catch the defense down. Well, in that case, it was about a 7 or 8 yard loss, second and long.
Weezer looking back, going to drop over. Oh, and misses Williams.
Same drag pattern again. They ran it from a little different set.
It was open again, Coach.
Yes,
though.
It was.
He just barely overthrew him.
Got a hand on it, but couldn't stop the ball. So it brings up 3rd and 16.
Not an ideal situation for Golden West. You may see a draw play here to see if you can catch the defense sleeping and sending the receivers out deep. That occasionally gets you some big play yardage, especially with Anuanu in the backfield.
Yes, and he's there.
Jackson in motion. Oh, looks like a breakdown. Oh, he's
in.
wide open. There's nobody going to get
anybody.
him.
He is
Jericho, and it's going all the way. Coach, there's laundry on the field, though. I got a feeling we're getting a legal motion on Golden West. There's a flag on the play.
Well, we'll just hold our breath and see what they call. It looked like a Southwest defender stepped across at the snap. I wondered if they saw it. We're getting offsides.
Touchdown, Golden West. 52-yard reception for Cohen. Not touch, Coach. He was so wide open. Nobody was down on the field with him.
And it's the same pattern that they've run 3 times now, where they bring a receiver from the right side underneath. We call it a drag pattern. You go to the other side of the field. He was so wide open, I might have been able to make it from there. Maybe not.
I'd put you in there, Coach. I still got some legs on you.
He was pretty wide open on that one. Going for point 14. Up and good.
Danny Anaya adds the extra point, making it 14-3. Rustlers with 12:47 left to play in the second quarter. What a great start to the second quarter for Golden West, Coach.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how San Diego or Southwestern from San Diego responds to this. They had a long bus ride to get here. Their season has not gone as well as they would like. They are 4-3. Sometimes the quality of a team or the personality of a team will come out in a situation like this. They're either going to rise up and make Golden West fight for every point, or, like some teams occasionally do, they might tank it. It'll be interesting for me to see what they do, since one of the Southwest coaches is a very good friend of mine. He won't stand for any tank jobs, but we'll see. I'll reveal who that is later on in the contest.
This is going to be a really huge drive coming up for Southwestern, really in the position that Golden West was in the first period, having to get the game back under control and, keep the ball in your possession for a while and get your defense off the field. Let them recover a little bit because they are absolutely gassed right now.
And it's really a tale of 2 quarters. Southwest dominated thanks to Golden West mistakes in the first quarter. Golden West turned the tables in the second quarter so far, which
we have
is,
a
by
real
the way, just
short
begun.
kick here, Coach. Robert Savoy's with the ball here, looking to make some cuts with a nice move. But he's going to get swarmed and tackled at the 37. Great move to get about 5, 6, 7 extra yards there for Robert Savoy.
Yes, and if he'd have gotten a little further to the outside on the left, there was a lot of grass. Or AstroTurf, whatever we call this stuff.
John, looks like we have a flag on the play in an area of maybe a clip or a hold.
Well, when he cut back, everybody changes direction, and a lot of times a blocker has no choice but to block. And they do hit. Let's see what the call is. The referee is pointing towards the Golden West side, but we get no indication yet. They do have 4 officials out there talking. The signal is
offsetting penalties,
offsetting
Coach.
penalties on the kickoff. So they'll kick again, it looks like. That's the way you do it if both sides offend. The play doesn't count. They should actually put a few seconds back on the clock, but it doesn't look to me like anybody's doing that. But the play doesn't count, the time doesn't count. Golden West kickoff has not been lengthy all year. We've had some good returns due to a shorter kickoff. The kicking game in general has gotten better as the season has gone along. Earlier in the year, every time we either kicked or place kicked, it was kind of a what's going to happen. And the last couple of ball games have gotten a little better. Did recruit a place kicker off of the soccer team, which has helped on the PATs a great deal.
And that player you're speaking about is Danny Anai, who is doing the kickoffs. He just doesn't have a lot of length off of the tee right there. It's going to get caught around the 20 by Savoy again, looking to make some moves. Up the middle, cutting back. And actually, I apologize, that's Aaron Harris, the running back, who's had a big impact for the Southwestern Jaguars early on, looking to make another big play and be the X factor for this team.
Yes, and unless they have a whole bunch of running backs, I wouldn't have my running back in on kickoffs. We are now 12 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Golden West leads 14-3. Southwest comes out. 1st and 10. The ball is on the 37-yard line coming out for Southwest.
And, John, looks like they're coming out in I formation, possibly trying to get Aaron Harris back into motion, get that running game back up to par.
They've run that power play every time.
And they're going to run the fullback this time.
Go for the quick hitter. Very effective first down play. Be interesting to see if Southwest has decided they're going to come back and do what Golden West has done, which is try to take control of the line of scrimmage on offense.
So far, Southwestern has had a very successful running game as well today.
Yes, they have. They've moved the ball. They just haven't had it for the last several minutes.
Aaron Harris with the run this time, but that play is read very well. He is fighting for yards, but he's swarmed at the 45. That's going to bring up about a 3rd and 3.
And that young man needs to know when to go down. You don't want to go down with one hit. The second one, you've got to begin to thinking about it. By the time the third guy gets there, you're not going anywhere. You're better off to get down, because by the time he got down, he had about 7 people hanging on.
Absolutely, and when you get in those positions, 3-4 bodies, that's when you get possible leg and knee injuries get wrapped up and twisted.
Things get twisted. This turf will let your spikes slide, but there is a time to let valor be the discretion be the better part of valor.
Aaron Harris is not going to get the first down. Well, maybe he is real close.
That's very close.
Looks like maybe 4th and 1.
Second effort, and he broke out. And the referee is signaling
they're going to give him a first down.
It looked like they had him.
I thought they had him, Coach, and it looked like I thought maybe at least bring the chains out. But the referee says first down.
Well, it's a 1 o'clock game. These officials can get out of here early today. Usually we start at 6. Today we started at 1 because Orange Coast has a 6 o'clock game, and the two schools share the field and take turns playing the early game. Here we go, first down.
Brett Nelson in shotgun formation this time. Drops back, throwing the ball deep, wide open receiver. Oh, and he drops the ball. Rashad Green drops a for sure touchdown, Coach. Wow.
I have a feeling the sun might have been a factor. Look at the shadows. That ball might have been coming right out of the sun to him. I hope so.
I hope so too, because that's one you want back.
That was 6.
You can't ask for a better pass than that. Hit you right in the hands, in stride.
The old coach used to say it hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands.
You can see Southwestern's head coach on the sideline very upset right now. Yeah. Knows that's a golden opportunity to get back in this game, just dropped.
One play like that could make a difference. A good suggestion. Somebody in the stands just suggested they catch the ball.
Always a way to be successful.
Throw the swing pass
out
out
here. That is red, but Aaron Harris makes a miss. Great job by Aaron Harris turning a potential huge loss into a minimal gain, but that's a win at the end of that play.
Very much a win. He could have been thrown for a 7 or 8 yard loss. He was hit with the ball.
But turned it into a 2-yard gain, so now it's a 3rd and 8 instead of 3rd and 17.
Much better situation.
It's at least manageable at 3rd and 8. You can run so many more plays at 3rd and 8 than you can at 3rd and 17. Really opens up the playbook for you.
Yes, it does. I just scratching through my head here. This, if I were calling the offensive plays, you'd called it earlier. This might be a good time for a draw.
Absolutely.
They can run it from this set. It's a little harder. There is nobody in the middle for Golden West.
Nelson steps up into the throw, has Green, but overthrows him down the sideline. Better covered there by Golden West. You know, Golden West corners and safeties have done a bad job getting to their men, to their receivers in the corners towards the end zone so far this game, Coach.
Yes, they have. They've had, Southwestern has had a receiver twice on the left side and twice on the right side, clear enough to catch the football had it been thrown perfectly. Now, that would have been a perfect throw, but they are beating the Golden West cornerbacks.
Yes. Green has been open 3 of the 4 of those times that we're talking about, and one time he drops one, the other is on strictly on Brett Nelson, who's overthrown a few guys now. And luckily for Golden West, they're going to get a punt right now and hopefully look to capitalize and put another points on the board for them. Kick towards the sideline. Golden West is going to recover. Running down the sideline, makes 2 men miss. 3 men, and gets out of bounds around the 20-21 yard line.
That was a good recovery. When he picked the ball up, I was a little concerned, but he made a good return, got the ball out beyond the 20.
Golden West is definitely making it interesting with these special teams plays.
Well,
some of these balls are grabbing, they should not be touching.
Coach Mitchell told me before the contest he felt Golden West had an advantage on the special teams. Right now the jury is out on that. They've done all right after a fumble kickoff, but anyway, Golden West takes over 1st and 10, ball on the 22-yard line.
And Michael Pierre finally touches the field, Coach. Michael Pierre ran for 150 yards on only 13 carries against Riverside last week with an average of 11.1.
He was injured early in the season and missed the first couple of ball games, and Coach Mitchell was happy to get him back. There is a core of running backs at Golden West that can all run the ball pretty well. He seems to be the guy with the breakaway speed.
And it also looks like, Coach, that Zach Cooey has come in at quarterback now.
Yes, we have had a change at quarterback. That's interesting.
Cooey's out in motion, gets away from the sack, throws a ball deep, has a man. Oh, and he drops it, but there are flags on the field. That's got to be an ideal pass interference on number 9.
It's going to be interesting to see if he calls it on Golden West. There was a little bit of shoving both ways.
I got a feeling that's on Rodney Williams. We're going to get a 15-yarder on the defense right now.
We've got 2 flags down, so whatever they called, a couple of people saw it. That was an extremely well-thrown ball.
It was a great job by Cooey to avoid the sack and get out in the open.
It would be nice if we could find out from the sideline if there's some problem with Huizar or if Nick Mitchell just made a switch to see what would happen.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see because Golden West was really just starting to get their offense in motion and setting the tone with Manuanu and Weezer. So
I wouldn't speculate. We should be able to get some information, and we will pass it on as soon as we know.
The way we got trips right with Cooey in the shotgun formation.
Quarterback Huizar is number 7, and he is somewhere on the sideline.
7 is actually Michael Pierre, Coach.
I'm sorry. What am I?
Number 5 is Huizar.
Number 5.
He's on the
Huizar
sideline.
is number 5, and he is somewhere on the sideline.
I see him over there speaking with the coach. He's actually giving play signals from the sideline right now to the Golden West offense.
Okay, perhaps Coach Mitchell just wanted to change things up a little bit. He's been known to do that.
Manuanu back in, running up the middle. Goes right through number 12. Looks like we're going to get a gain about 3 yards there. We got 7:45 left to play in the second quarter. bringing up about a 3rd and 7 right now for the Rustlers. What should we look for right now, Coach? What would you run
Play
if you're
action
out there?
pass. They run this little swing pass to the outside, which has been very effective.
Maybe they'll run that drag
like
play that's been so successful for them.
That's been there all day. They're bringing an outside linebacker, it looks like.
Got Cooey in shotgun
Here he comes.
formation, drops back, hits 18. Oh, and he catches the ball but steps out of bounds. But I think he has enough for the first down,
He'll
Coach.
have the first.
First down, Rustlers.
And that ball was well thrown. We haven't dropped off a great deal at quarterback. He's been very effective.
And he's been very elusive. He's great, does a great job of moving within the pocket. Zach Cooey out of Marina, a Huntington Beach product, local kid.
Pretty good size, 6'2", 215, it says in the program, and a freshman.
It's exciting to see a freshman out there and being productive for this team. Pierre on the toss pattern, trying to get to the outside, but he is not going to get back to the side. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage there. It's going to be a loss of about 2 or 3.
Southwestern defensive line is playing a little more stout after 2 good drives by Golden West. You like to get positive yardage on first down, get into short yard situations. In that case, Golden West lost a yard, brings up 2nd and 11.
Running the I formation. 2 receivers out left. Pierre going to run the ball with a nice spin move. He got hit very hard though.
Finished up
Jacob
well.
Coogan.
The safety man came up out of the secondary and put a stop to the run. 3rd and long.
Nicely read by Jacob Coogan there. Way to come up from the safety position and apply the tackle there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long. We're looking at 3rd and 8 here. 2nd, 3rd down of this drive. Hopefully they can get yet another conversion. Last time on 3rd down they were able to complete it.
Bringing the middle backer.
Cooey releases quickly. Oh, and a drop pass.
Certainly catchable.
Kahawaihi with the miss there. That would have been a first down. That's an unfortunate way to end a drive right there.
Yes, it is. And now the adventure that is Golden West punting game is about to take the field. 4th and long right at the 49-yard line.
Golden West has done a really good job of entertaining us in the special teams realm today.
Yes, they have. And the up blocker has the option of calling a running play if he sees the defense set up for it.
And
usually it works.
Looks like they got running back Cody Johnson back there to punt the ball for him.
That's
nice kick down the sideline.
Oh, not a type kick, but it stops like a high wedge shot on the golf course.
Not what you're hoping for.
Right at the 30. No, you do want a little bit of bounce. They got very little bounce.
Yeah, the ball's going to get stopped at the 26-yard line. Good field position for Southwestern coming out with 5:34 left in the second. 14-3, your Rustlers are up. Looking to maintain their impressive defensive outing so far. Well, I don't know which is more impressive, the defense or the fact that Brett Nelson has missed a lot of opportunities deep. Aaron Harris trying to get to the outside, spin moves, keeps running, but he is going to get...
He attracts a crowd. There are 11 Golden West Rustlers within 2 yards of that ball.
Oh, look at 51 and 22 getting into it.
Well,
Marcus Clements is much bigger than number 22, Trey Garrett.
Football's an emotional game. What did the old coach say? It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog in the fight. The little man didn't back down.
Absolutely. There was no intimidation factor there at all. He was ready to take him on.
Officials were talking to him and also a couple of his teammates. Defensive secondary is coached by Coach Mitchell, so they get a little extra attention sometimes. There's the sweep.
Detweiler on the corner trying to get to the outside.
Not down yet.
Taken out by 2 Rustlers. There is a flag down on the play, though. In an area of a hold, Coach.
Yeah, that's you're right, but that's probably a good thing. Even you're right again, because that was awful close to a first down. A very good run.
But that's gonna be taken back. It's gonna put it Southwestern in a second and long situation. Exactly what you want if you're a Rustlers fan right now. Keep them in second and third and longs. Keep them really having to stretch the field and push to get any kind of first down.
And if I'm Southwest play caller, I'm thinking about how many times those wideouts have been open straight up the sideline. In this situation, you're going to be punting if you don't make quite a bit of yardage. Why not try the long pass?
Coach, I don't know if this is a little bit of strategy on Southwestern keeping up with Golden West, but Southwestern has now switched their quarterback. They got Mitchell Olson, the freshman, in now out of Southwest El Centro from El Centro, California, coming in quarterbacking now. Screen to Green. He's going to try to cover the whole field the other way.
Come back.
This is dangerous for Southwestern.
People
and
need
he
to stay home.
Stuffed.
Good job. As a defender, you need to stay home when the guy reverses because just in this case, he might come back.
Absolutely. I'm not sure what Rashad Green had in mind there, just running around trying
to
survive, tried to bootleg some sort of play to make that happen, but now it's now 3rd and 23 after that 5-yard loss. Sometimes as a receiver and a runner, when you have some athletic ability, you think you can create more than you can, and you actually hurt your team more than you help sometimes.
That's certainly correct.
Southwestern coming out in a spread offense. Olsen and the shotgun. Looks like we're going to probably get a timeout here.
Timeout
Southwestern.
Okay, we have a timeout by Southwestern.
With 3:31 to go in the second quarter, 14-3 Rustlers.
Both coaches talking to their teams. The officials are taking time to have a drink of water. It's probably pretty warm down there. Let's go down to down.
John, Michael, I just spoke to Ramon de Huizar on the sideline. He's now warming up with his team. He is planning on entering this game. His coach says he's feeling better. I spoke to Huizar. He says he's fine. Look for him to get back into this game for the Rustlers, leading 14-3, not far from halftime. Back up to you guys.
Thanks, Danny. You know, we have 3:31 left to play. Southwestern is in a 3rd and 23 at their own 14-yard line in the midst of a timeout. What do we need to look to do defensively right now to make sure they don't get a first down, Coach?
Well, they've got a long ways to go. Play your secondary a little bit deeper than normal. Don't go into the prevent. I'm not a big fan of the prevent, but play your corners especially a little deeper. The big play, they can run for 15 yards, 20 yards, and still have to punt the ball. So don't let anybody buy you. We haven't seen this quarterback throw the deep ball yet, so that'll be interesting.
Olsen with the draw play, the play I'd been talking about, a third. Hopefully you catch a defense sleeping and leaving the middle open. Well, we have a late flag now. Let's hope this isn't on Golden West.
It looks like it is.
This could be a really, really dumb penalty for Golden West right now.
We're hearing that somebody might have tackled an official. I didn't know that was a penalty, but
let's see what they're conferencing right now.
Well, the officials have one group of 3 that don't want to talk to the other group of 4, and the referee is debating what should be called. One of those 4 officials is a little bit animated. He might have got hit by somebody. They're taking the flag away. They're waving it off.
Flag.
They're waving it off.
You know, that might have been just hey, you can't tackle the official. I'm throwing a flag for you at the moment because I'm angry at you.
A couple of Rustlers went over and apologized, or said something, more than likely an apology. I've run into an occasional official in my life. You never do it on purpose unless the game's out of hand and he's thrown. Anyway, it is going to be 4th down, it looks like.
Right now we have Southwestern's coach talking on the sideline with one of the sideline officials. Looks like they're trying to reset the clock to 3:21.
There you go.
And it has been fixed. It's going to bring up looks about a 4th and 18 at their own 19.
I think if we could get a camera on the Southwest coach having a conversation with the officials, yes, we can see that. he might be reminding them, look, we had a 2-hour bus ride to get here and treat us nicer. Actually, it's been a pretty good game penalty-wise so far. There's been a couple, but nothing outlandish. Young men get a little excited. And we do have the clock being wound up by the referee.
And they have no one out there that right now.
Golden West is on the field ready to play.
And we have 16 seconds to go on the play clock, and they're not even lined up yet.
And some of those big linemen are having to hurry a little bit to get out there.
We have 8. Let's see if they get this ball off in time. You don't want to take a delay of game here.
That wouldn't hurt them. 5 yards wouldn't hurt them that much, except the ball gets rolled back to the kicker.
We hear whistles, so what's the call?
Well, if I'm Southwest, I'd call a timeout. They have one left. Now the officials are discussing again. I think the referee and the umpire.
The flag is being
calling
picked
the
up
flag
yet again.
off. This has been a little helter-skelter the last couple of minutes.
Yes, it seems to be a little out of whack.
Involving the officials. Meantime, the play clock is set back at 25. And hopefully the Southwest kicker will get a little better kick. That last one wasn't very good.
Well, he didn't have a very good hike as well, so that can cause a little shorter bit of a kick. This one's a much better kick for him.
Little better kick. Good time to get away from it.
Golden West, oh, but he makes both defenders. 3 defenders miss. Now he's looking to find the sideline. Can he get the corner? Donnie Robles has scared me all game long. He has done quite possibly the most horrific job as a punt returner I've seen, but yet has still found a way to make impressive gains out of it.
It's the adventure of the kicking game. Meanwhile, we have our sideline reporter trying to get us some information on what these delays have been back. Danny, give us the word.
John, Michael, the Rustlers there punishing the defense and not able to allow Southwestern any room for movement. Play clock ticked down to 0, was already 4th and long, and we saw a punt, change of possession. Just 2 minutes and 26 seconds left in the half. 14-3 Rustlers, back up to you guys.
The Rustlers throw the ball with quarterback Weezer back in the contest. Apparently he was a little upset stomach for a while, but did what he had to do, and now he's back in there, and first play, first down.
Very impressive, a 12-yard catch for Jared Cohen there. Quick first down, gets you on the other side of the 50. Weezer out in shotgun formation with the spread offense.
Golden West has shown the ability throughout the year to strike fast.
Weezer's running. He's going to take and run the ball, getting a nice gain. Looking like Weezer's going to have a gain of about 11 yards for yet another first down. So whatever was bothering him is not bothering him anymore, Coach.
Well, I hope not, because that was a good run, and he was tackled hard at the end. Just under 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Clock is now running. Golden West 14, Southwestern 3. A touchdown here would be extremely important for Golden West. Puts the game in a whole different perspective.
And it would all but cripple Southwestern, and it would make for a horrific half for him. Weezer throwing to the sidelines, and that ball is caught. Roman
and the
Lewis,
clock is stopped.
the 6-foot receiver out of Cabrillo High School out of Long Beach. Nice grab down the sideline. Wasn't an ideal pass, but he went and found a way to catch that. And now
it
we
looks
have a
like
timeout, Golden West, with a minute 35 left in the first half. 14-3 Rustlers here. Rustlers on their own 25 on a first down here, really moving the ball now, and we're doing it in the passing game finally.
And I believe that the Southwestern defense is showing a little bit of sign of a long bus ride. It's a couple hours sitting on a bus. Those great big guys, their legs need a little loosening up. Here we are, the end of a long quarter. They've been on the field quite a bit since the end of the first quarter.
Absolutely, Coach. The time of possession in the second quarter has been completely dominated by Golden West. They've had the ball for at least 8 minutes. Just throwing a number out there, it's at least 8 minutes, if not more. That is a wear and tear on that defense. It's going to be even tougher for them coming out in the second half, having to be on the field so much so early on.
And Coach Mitchell has a reputation of making great adjustments at halftime, and the Rustlers playing a better second half. Year after year, that's been the case. If they go in with a 2 and or 3 touchdown lead, the second half could be very interesting.
We got a flag here.
Don't know what the call was, but it seemed to come from the umpire, who's in the middle of the defensive secondary.
False
start. 5-yard penalty. First and 15.
At the 30-yard line here. Weezer's back in shotgun. He's looked good from the shotgun formation. Trips left. Weezer looks over there, throwing corner, end zone. Oh, and Andrew Williams could not come up with the catch.
Well, and you don't usually see 2 receivers that close to the ball. I have a feeling somebody ran the wrong pattern.
I would definitely agree with you there, Coach. It's very rare. You'd never bring another defender to help intercept the ball there.
That's exactly what you do when you run that second receiver in there.
Well, it looks like we got 2nd and 15 here with 1:30 left in the first half.
If I were a gambling man, I might look for that drag pattern again. They've got 3 receivers on this side to clear the area.
Oh. We had movement early. If I had to say it, I would say Southwestern caused that false start. 3 men jumped the line and then caused the left tackle to move.
We'll see if the official agrees with you here. Offsides.
And he does.
There you go.
Offsides on the defense. So it's going to make it 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And the Southwest head coach has had quite a dialogue with the official on this side.
Just trying to find out why exactly that winning against his team.
Sure.
Exactly.
He's trying to get a friend out there. One of those guys in the striped shirt's got to be on your side.
We got the same formation. Trips left out of shotgun. Weezer drops
bringing
back.
the left
looks
corner
looking
back.
over there again. He's got a man open, and we have a touchdown. Dotson in the end zone. But that's going to be, there's a flag on the play, Coach, but I got a feeling that's defensive pass interference. It looked like they're really grabby, but Dotson said, it doesn't bother me. I'm going to bring it down anyways.
That was very well received. It's interesting, again, that other receiver was not too far out of the area, so maybe that's one of the patterns that I just haven't seen before.
Here we go.
In either case,
defense, that
6
is gonna
points.
Denied. It is now 20-3, Golden West over the Southwestern Jaguars with 1:25 to go in the first half. This is possibly the best quarter that Golden West has had all season long, Coach.
Well, you could be right. It's been several games since they've just dominated like this.
Looking for the extra point here.
And that was a 25-yard strike.
And we have
Kick is good.
got it. Denny Anaya makes it 21-3. Your Golden West Rustlers. 1:25 to go here for Golden West. You got to look to make sure you don't give any cheap points away before the half to just diminish all the hard work you've put in the second quarter.
That's absolutely right. A 3-score lead, 3-touchdown lead is a nice lead. We still have another half of football to play, and as you say, giving away one cheap would negate one of those long drives, which have been very effective by the Rustlers up to this point in time.
Southwestern has not been able to slow down this Golden West offense here in the second quarter. So far today, the only thing that's beaten Golden West has been Golden West's own miscues.
They're turning the ball over early twice.
A few cheap penalties. But other than that, their offense has looked very potent and very able against this Southwestern defense.
And the first half has gone the way Coach Mitchell suggested to me that it might. He felt if our offense played their best, they were going to be better than the Southwest defense. And if the Golden West defense played their best, they were going to be better than the Southwest offense. And now we are going to kick the ball. Is this the same kicker?
It is Anaya. He's very short off the tee here.
This, I'd suggest a pooch kick, but it wasn't. Back to the 20 again.
Deadweiler trying to find some space. He cuts back, makes a few guys miss.
Hang on, gentlemen.
Blackiston with the tackle. If he doesn't make that play, he's finding the sideline and possibly pay dirt there.
Every time those Southwest receivers or running backs get the ball with some space, they look like pretty good athletes.
I would definitely agree. They're very agile, making some great cuts. You've seen a few Golden West players miss very badly.
Well, we have 1:18 seconds left in quarter number 2. Golden West is on top 21-3. Southwest comes out, and like you've indicated a couple times, this would be a good time to not give one up. Let's just go in at halftime with a 3-touchdown lead.
And Southwestern is sticking with Mitchell Olson. He's going to run the option. Aaron Harris out on the sideline, making a play, looking to get about 6 yards on that.
And Golden West hasn't defended that option extremely well. It seems like they attacked the quarterback with 2 guys, and he pitches, and there's nobody designated to the receiver, or they put 2 guys on the receiver, and the quarterback turns upfield.
Southwestern really missing an opportunity right now, taking a long time to get the ball hike. Finally do. Olson looking deep, throws. He doesn't catch the receiver, but there is a flag. It's going to be pass interference on Golden West.
Well, the receiver ran the out, and when he made the up break, it looks like the official.
He's going to catch James Wilson with the pass interference there. James Wilson, the cornerback out of Carson.
It is holding against Golden West. That's 15.
That's going to take the ball all the way down to the 46 on the Golden West side. We got 47 seconds left to play, Coach. Things are getting a little bit interesting.
The players are ready, but the guys on the down markers are not quite set up. There we go. 1st and 10. Yes, it is interesting. They want to score.
Olson drops back from the gun, throwing deep yet again, but right to a Golden West defender. Aaron Aviles with the interception. I'm not sure what Mitchell Olson thought he saw there, but he threw it right to the Golden West defender, who was standing there playing safety, waiting all day for that.
And he went like the coaches. He went to the highest point and made that interception. Golden West takes over, and this would be a good time to just sit on the ball. 41 seconds, get 1 snap, and go in at halftime.
Well, Mitchell Olson might have just cemented his spot back on the bench after that toss, and you might see Brett Nelson coming back for the next offensive series.
Wouldn't surprise me. It's nice to see a young man from Southwest High School in the beautiful Imperial Valley. Very familiar with that school.
Weezer from the shotgun's looking to throw the ball. Andrew Williams with the catch.
That's
He's going to get about 6 yards, and they're running a fast offense, Coach. It looks like they're not content with sitting on the ball.
They were set up for the old hook and ladder on that one, but the other running back was too close to the receiver.
Weezer throwing to the other side. Oh, ball dropped.
Sometimes you get a little greedy. I've been an offensive coordinator a lot of times in my life. I would not be doing this right now.
Well, now they're in a position, Coach, where they can't necessarily just run the ball because Southwestern does have one more timeout, so you have to get the first down here or you're going to have to punt the ball away. Interesting
series, interesting 2 plays.
What makes it more interesting is that they got the ball so deep in their own territory. There really was no need to push the tempo here. Should have sat on the ball and just calmly walked to the locker room to talk about strategy for the second half.
Got the first down. Well, they've got him down. I think they want to choke him to death.
They really want to put the foot on the throat right now. I don't know if there's enough time, yet alone with all the yardage. They still got to go 74 yards with just 12 seconds to go.
If you can snap the ball with 1 second, you can run after the time has run out. It's an interesting series of plays. Fortunately got the first down.
Let's see what they do right now, Coach. They got a spread offense running out of the shotgun, and Wizards look great in this formation.
Well, and one thing they've done is they've taken Southwest and putting them definitely on the defense.
Wizard in motion. Looks like he's going to take off and run, get to the sideline.
Get hit. There you go.
With 4 seconds to go, he gets out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
For 2 years, quarterback Huizar has shown he's a very heady football player. Does smart things. He got out of bounds with 4 seconds to go and didn't get hit.
I know Golden West has tried to run a late offense here to get some points, but at this spot of the field, 37, and with only 4 seconds to go, you really are not going to produce much. There's a greater chance of something bad happening than something good.
Well, the Southwest safeties have moved back a few yards, although they're not as deep as I would have anticipated.
I see a Michael Pierre run here, and there it goes. Handoff to Pierre, looking to create, trying to find the sideline. He is going down. That's going to take it into the half. At halftime, Golden West 21, Southwestern Jaguars 3.
Well, after a shaky start, Golden West takes over the second quarter. Down to the sidelines to Danny Hager.
Well, guys, a simple run play finishes off the half, but Golden West finding success through the air. And the score is now 21-3 as we go to halftime. The Rustlers really calmed down. No more foolish turnovers as we saw at the onset of this game. Golden West finding their center, Huizar, telling me he felt okay, comes back into the game, launching, finds luck in the end zone, and finding good success over the middle of the field. Golden West taking advantage, eating up yards, and they lead this game 21-3 at halftime. Back up to you guys.
Well, the Rustlers dominated play in the second quarter. Michael, how did you like that first half?
The first half was up and down. It was really a tale of two different teams in two different quarters. Started off really shaky for Golden West. Turnovers led to Southwestern dominance on the ground. But in the second half, Golden West showed that they're a much more superior team. They're running the ball, throwing the ball, playing defense. I hope to see more in the second half.
Well, and Coach Mitchell was a little concerned about a letdown. Rustlers did not play their best game last week against Riverside, who, by the way, is a very fine team. After a great start this season, Golden West did stumble a couple times in games against very highly rated teams. Then they get beat last week by Riverside, and this is kind of a toss-up game where the two teams are very similar. But we come to the end of the first half. Golden West 21, Southwest 3. We will be back for the
How's it going?
Sir, are you okay?
What? Oh, this? It's probably nothing. I'm sure it'll go away.
Go away? But, sir, that can't be good.
No, it's cool. Really.
Do you want a napkin or something?
Everything's fine. Thanks.
You wouldn't ignore this. So why ignore the signs of a stroke? At the first warning signs, call 911 immediately. Because time lost is brain lost.
Future.
I always pay more than the minimum balance on my credit card.
I just opened an education IRA for my kids.
I never invest more money than I can.
My husband and I participate in a 401k plan.
I've been thinking about opening a Roth IRA.
I just rolled over my 401k into an IRA.
Find out more great ways to improve your financial future. Call or visit our website and